Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy BurkCrown88 coming at the YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the Origins collections. Not the collectibles or the packs or any of that, but the actual collection that I've been getting so many questions about. How is this beneficial? How do we do it? Can you explain how it's supposed to work to benefit the player? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over it, and I'm going to show you the Origin player pack that they're going to give you if you do this. I'm going to do 4 of them so you get a good feel of the pack and what the reward is for doing this. And we're going to see how it comes out with, right? So I'm going to explain this. I'm going to go over everything and what you need to know about just this collection. We're not going to go anywhere else. We're not going to do anything else. I'm just going to explain this collection, guys, so you can kind of get a feel of how I think it was designed and how EA designed it to be done. So let's get into it and see what you think. Leave in the comment section down below, guys, if you're doing this or if you're not. First of all, when it comes to this, the most important thing I want to point out is you have to do all of it. This isn't a get in there, do 1 or 2 things and be on your way. This is the most beneficial if you have said to yourself, I am getting every single one of these MSP, because that is where the benefit of this is going to come in, is if you are doing all these MSP. So I just want to make that clear. That is what this is kind of designed to lay out. It's a progression path to hopefully help you get this done, right? That is the perk of it. So if you are watching this video going, I want to know how this works for future events maybe, but I'm not building all these, I'm going to explain it to give you a kind of a rundown of the steps to take. But if you are not building any of these, this might not be for you. If you are building all of these, this might be something you want to keep in the back of your mind as you're going through the progression of building these cards. So the first thing I do want to say is if you go into moments and you go through the moments, you go into wild card, you go through all the wild card and you do all of these objectives. You end your daily pack out of the store where you get your 5 collectibles every day. You will get back 70 collectibles, 193, 389s, and a 91, all for this event. Just so I can point that out, and I'm going to tell you why that's important to do all that stuff. And then if you do this first Origin pack, remember, you just completed all that stuff where you got your 89s and your 91s, right? So you've got these 3 cards by doing that. You turn these 3 cards in and you get a Origin pack, which is 5 collectibles. So you have an additional 5 collectibles, which will help you in week 2 more than anything. So we've got everything done. We've got everything I just listed off with the 70 collectibles, the 93s, the 91s, the 89s, we got all that stuff. You're going to take the 70 collectibles and you're going to turn them into the 93s. Now you got 2 93s there plus the one you got from objective. Your 89s, you're going to build a 91. Now this is where you're going to decide where you want to start. If you just want to buckle down and get some done right out of the way, you start here. You build Byram, you build Wolf, you put the Severson in, and you go get Brandon Hagel. How I would recommend doing it and how I might do it, I don't know if I can, but how I might do it is I would start with the Austin Matthews. I've already built Pappy, so before I get his 97, I would turn him in here. And then I would start turning in 89s. I start cranking in 89s, and I get Kako, I get Philip Gustafsson, and I get Elias Pettersson. Now I need Stützle, Seider, and Olofsson. So I, get those 3 cards. Now remember, guys, this is a Hut Rich thing, or somebody that's willing to put in all that grind to get it done. So after you do this set, you get all of these cards back. So you're going to get these cards back. Matthews is going to go in here. And then all of these cards you're going to use to build Bowen Byram or Dustin Wolf. And you're going to get the Origin pack. Then you're going to put Bowen Byram in here or Dustin Wolf, whichever one you get. And then you're going to build the other MSP and you're going to get the other 2 cards. You're going to get Severson by building more 89s into 91s. And hopefully, if you're really lucky, you get Brandon Hagel out of one of the out of the Origin pack that you're going to open up. And then you get all 3 of these cards back. All 4 of these cards, sorry. You get all 4 of these cards back, plus you get the Origin pack. And you put Byram, Wolf in here with Matthews. So the only 2 things you need to build is Stamkos and Hamilton. And you got the extra 2 packs. But also, remember, just like you used all these cards to help you build Byram or Wolf, you're going to use these 2 cards in Severson and Hagel to help you build either Stamkos or Hamilton. But this is why I said, guys, it's very important to understand that you're doing this if you're building all 5. Because this is where the bonus is. If you were to build Matthews, Wolf, and Byram and not do any of the sets, just build them, that would cost you 1593. But if you take the time to do them through the set and chase the set cards, you get all 3 of these cards for the 1593s, but you also get an additional 93 and 291 pluses out of the Origin pack and a 91, right? So you get additional cards to help you build more. So at worst, you're going to get 2 93s in return if you follow these steps to help you build it. But again, guys, it's all off of understanding that you're going to build all of these. Now, why is this set the real cream of the crop? Why is this set worth doing? Because if you built all 5 of these guys and you traded them in, you get 2 97s, plus you get a 96 to transfer over to week 2. But if you do this set, you get all 5 of these guys back, plus you get a 97 overall card to keep as a BND. So how does that help you in the long run? It gives you a 97 BND, Matthews, Stamkos, whoever you want. And then you take 4 of these 5 cards you get back, you make an additional 97, and then you keep a 96. So going through all of these steps in the long run is to get you an additional 97 overall player. So when you think, why would I do Stützle instead of just getting a 93? Why would I do Seider instead of getting a 93? And why would I chase Hagel instead of getting a 93? Well, the answer is you get 2 Origin packs with 2 players each. So that's 4 Origin players. And you get a 97 at the end of it. But you have to do all of the steps along the way. But with that being said, guys, we need to know what's in the Origin pack. So like I said, I'm going to open up 4 of these to give you a good sample size. This is going to be the second time this year I've put money in the game. I did it once at the start of the year. I did a $400 pack opening. We all know how that went. But I thought it would be a very, very good idea and very, very beneficial to you guys to see what's in these packs, to see even if you want to try and do this, right? If I get a bunch of 91s here, you'd be like, whoa, I don't want to do that. Even though I'm getting a free 97, I don't do that. Or maybe I get the cards needed to build it, and you're like, okay, if I build these sets, these Origin packs are absolutely going to help me. Does that make sense? That's why I'm going to do this, guys. Here are the odds. 97. You get 1% chance of getting a 97, 12% chance of getting a 95, 47% chance of getting a 93, and a 100% chance of getting a 91. So you're going to get the cards you need to build more MSPs from those packs when you're done the sets, but can you get a haggle out of them? Now, they're 120,000 coins or 1,600 points. Now, again, I would say go for the point. Or go for the coins. Go for the coin, right? Don't do the points. Go for the coins if you have them. But this is what you're going to get when you build the set. So here we go. We're going to get 2 cards, one in which is going to be a 91 Anthony Duclair, and the other one is going to be the 91 Severson. Already, this is a risky pack that looks like it might not be worth it to do all that work for, unless you're getting all of them. That's where it really comes down, guys. I want to make sure you guys all know that. It comes down to you're building all the MSPs to where you get this pack, you get the Olofsson, you get this pack, you get the Byram. So you can pull MSPs out of those packs. Now, I'm not saying you will, but if you were to do one of these sets and you get the 2 times Origin pack that I just opened, you could potentially get an MSP. Now, the only unfortunate thing that I might mention to EA is you need the 96 Byram to complete that set. I might ask them if they could do the no, because if you turn in the 97, you'll only get the 96 back. So that is one thing, guys. It's a 1% chance you get the 97, but this MSP does not help you complete the sets. So the more the win would be to get a 96, not a 97. But we're going to keep going. We get the Severson as well. Again, just helps you build MSPs. And we get a Gustafsson. Again, guys, this is all cards that are helping you build more towards the end goal of getting the MSPs. So this is a 4-pack sample size just to show you guys what it looks like. Or is it worth even putting in the effort? Here is what you get out of the packs, guys. You leave in the comment section down below if you think these packs are worth grinding it all out. But remember, it is all a bonus if you're already deciding to build all the MSPs, because you get a free, well, you get a 97, an additional 97 at the end of it. So I just wanted to take a minute, guys, to explain this set, because people were asking about these sets all the way up. You get everything back that you put into them, plus you get the packs back that you just seen me open 4 of them up for a sample size for you. And you get an additional 97 back and all 5 of these 96 back. So that is why you would progress through it. But I just wanted you guys to understand how that system works. You would want to work your way through it where you build up these cards, right? Where if you wanted to start this way, where you do the Byram, the Wolf, the Hagel, and the Severson. Or if you wanted to start with the Matthews because that's less MSPs and you can take all this stuff to help you get another MSP, that's another way to go. And remember guys, you can always gauge it off of what your origin pack gives you or what you just seen me open up there, right? So guys, that is the sets. I hope that broke it down and explained it to you a little more clearly to at least give you a little look at the intention of the set or if it's worth it for you, and the packs, are they worth it for you or not? But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Till next time, ciao, ciao.